In a world of crime and power, a man named Bishop raises kids as weapons under the disguise of an orphanage. He sells the kids to the buyers, as which are the parents, and use three principles to mind control the kids into doing what they are told. The first principle is to not use your power without permission. The second is to do whatever your parent tells you to, and third is that, in the event the parent's life is in danger, ignore the above two principles and save the parent. The strongest among the kids of the bishop named Sean is missing, and he ends up growing in Korea. His classmate is bullied by a guy called Joseph as he takes revenge for him. Due to this commotion, Bishop and his people come to take Sean away. With Sean back in the bishop's hands, death and misery will befall anyone who will stand in his way. The movie begins as we see a girl called Mary, who is Bishop's top strategist, creating a scene that looks like Sean is beating her up. Hyuno's mom, the mother of Sean's friend that got bullied, sees this. It seems Sean sees Hyuno's mom as his mother, and that's why he keeps taking orders from her. Hyuno's mom tells Sean to never come close to her as Rachel, Sean's caregiver in the orphanage, comes. She disguises herself as a parent as she takes Sean away. We see Sean eating due to the orders given by Rachel. The father of the bully that tried to cover for his son after his son beat up Hyuno is seen in a wheelchair with bandages on his face. It seems that Sean went to destroy the man's base of operations, resulting in the recent situation of the man. He is working with Rachel with the deal that he chooses what to do with Hyuno's mom. We see Hyuno's mom cooking as a customer comes to buy some food. She cuts herself after overthinking too hard. The customer pulls out a knife and tries to stab Hyuno's mom when she suddenly runs after getting a call saying that Hyuno has awakened from coma in the hospital. We see Hyuno awake as he cries for his mom. His mom comes inside the hospital room as she also cries. We see Rachel frustrated that the man she was working with has kidnapped Sean after knowing he can't do anything without orders. Joseph's father tells Sean that he would tear Hyuno and his mom into pieces. Hyuno's mom is seen peeling apples for her son. She goes to get bandages for her cut earlier. She sees the hospital to be dark as she is hit on the neck by a man, knocking her out. Joseph's father goes into Hyuno's room with his men. They threaten to kill him as we see Rachel on the top of a building next to the hospital. She shoots a line as she moves on it and enters the room. She cuts a guy as another holds her from behind. She headbutts him as she back kicks two people away. She follows Joseph's father outside as more guys come at her. She takes out her gun and starts to shoot them down. Joseph's father's right-hand man is seen as he shoots Rachel's leg. He later threatened Rachel as Sean's face changes. Now Sean is under Bishop and the orphanage, meaning threatening Rachel, who is a property of the bishop, is also a threat to the bishop. According to the third principle, protect your parent when he or she is in danger and ignore the first two principles. Sean gets up and walks slowly. He punches the face of the man that shot Rachel. Sean holds the palms of a huge man and punches him in the face. He uses his hand to smash the head of the huge man as he takes out syringes. Sean throws them to stab his attackers as he holds one's face and smashes it into the ground. An attacker comes with a chainsaw as Sean uses the hospital bed to block him. The attacker falls on the bed as Sean ties him onto it. He pushes the man as the chainsaw cuts most of the attackers down. We see Sean and Rachel planning to completely wipe out Joseph's father's people. Joseph's father is also seen trying to brainwash Hyuno's mom to kill Sean after pinning the bullying done to Hyuno on Sean. We see Rachel, Mary, Sean, and Eugene moving to eradicate Joseph's father. We see Joseph's father with two mercenaries from a group named Barefoot. Eugene is to team up with Mary as Rachel is to team up with Sean. Sean sees a bullet coming as he pushes Rachel away. We see a guy called Dimitri coming out with Mary. He seems to know Rachel as Rachel shoots him. Dimitri dodges as Rachel tries to talk to Sean. Sean is seen sitting behind Dimitri as they talk. They both attack each other as Sean parries Dimitri's gun upwards. He punches Dimitri in the face as we see Dimitri enjoying the blood. We are given a flashback of the Barefoot mercenary group initiation. To join their group, you would have to go to the mountains and hunt an animal with your bare hands. Most people hunt wolves and foxes, but Dimitri came back with the dead body of a grizzly bear. Sean receives a huge blow from Dimitri as he falls to the ground. We see that Rachel is also being shot at by Joseph's men. We see the second mercenary with Eugene as Eugene readies for battle. Sean asks Rachel to go to Eugene's side for he will take care of Dimitri. Dimitri gets distracted as Sean punches him in the face. Dimitri counters as Sean dodges. Sean is punched as he is thrown back. His hands start to bleed as Dimitri runs towards Sean. Sean blocks a punch as he is pushed away. He uses his jacket to blind Dimitri's face so as to escape. Sean looks at his pathetic self in the mirror as he covers his wound with his shirt. Dimitri comes in as Sean tears his shirt, and we see a tattoo at his back. Dimitri attacks with a knife as Sean catches it with his hands. He dislocates Dimitri's elbow and knee kicks him in the face. Dimitri, with immense physical abilities, lifts his head and enjoys the fight instead of being afraid. The scene takes us to some years ago. We see that Dimitri has been sent to pick up Rachel along with the kids of the orphanage. Rachel moves her hair when Dimitri starts to have a crush on her. Rachel instead talks about Sean, who was her best student who went missing, and this got Dimitri jealous. Back to the present. After Dimitri realizing that Sean is the one in front of him, he relocates his elbow. He rips his clothes off as we see the scars on his body. Sean ducks to dodge a knife attack from Dimitri. Dimitri knee kicks Sean as Sean counters with a head but to the chin. Sean steps back to dodge a knife swing as Dimitri holds Sean to a door. He pushes Sean as the door breaks down. He lifts the knife to stab Sean as Sean uses his leg to kick Dimitri away. Sean uses a book to strike the neck of Dimitri. He lifts his hand backwards and slaps the book to hit Dimitri's throat, causing Dimitri to pass out. Whilst unconscious, Dimitri takes a golf stick and attacks Sean. Sean dodges and holds Dimitri in a chokehold. Sean wins the fight as we see Dimitri completely passed out. Eugene is seen by the pool when Dimitri's mate named Yuri comes to him. Eugene steps back as he pretends to cry so that Yuri would let his guard down. To Eugene's surprise, Yuri swings a bat at him as he is thrown away. Yuri has a perversive face that shows that he enjoys bullying. Yuri rolls his bat as he strikes Eugene. Eugene dodges an attack from Yuri, followed by a swing. Yuri uses the handle of the bat to break Eugene's foot, causing Eugene to jump to the edge of the pool. Yuri also jumps when Eugene dodges an attack from him. He swings the bat when Eugene blocks with his knife. The force from the bat pushes Eugene into the pool. Eugene gets flashbacks of the love he felt when he used to be with Hayuno's mom. This motivates him as he swims to the surface, gasping for air because he cannot swim. He then sinks into the pool as we see Yuri walking away. Eugene holds Yuri by the leg and pulls him into the pool, and he holds him in a chokehold. Yuri manages to escape by hitting Eugene's elbow with the bat. Yuri stands on top of the rope at the surface of the pool. Eugene cuts the rope when Yuri falls into the pool again. They both attack with their weapons as Eugene used the rope to choke Yuri's neck. We see Yuri's unconscious body floating on the pool when Eugene comes out. We see Mary and Rachel talking while shooting Joseph's father's men. Rachel finds out Mary had betrayed them, but she also knows this is impossible because of the 3 principles of the orphanage. Mary says that she has found a way to ignore the 3 principles with the help of the first masterpiece of the orphanage. The first best weapon of the bishop, named Null. Mary takes a weapon and stabs Rachel's wound. Joseph's men come as they slam Rachel to the ground. Rachel is dragged on the ground as Mary and Joseph's men plan to capture Sean. We see Joseph's father trying to get Hayuno's mom to get revenge. She refuses as he calls his men to come into the room. Sean realizes that something is wrong when he rushes to help his comrades. He meets Joseph's father's men when he knee kicks one of them. He blocks a knife attack and uses his elbow to knock out his attacker. He uses an attacker's body to block bullets. He uses his hands to parry the gun away and uses a hammer fist on the gun holder. We see Rachel with Mary. Joseph's right-hand man betrays him as he is knocked out. Rachel says that Mary is the masterpiece of strategy, but there are other masterpieces like surgery, assassination, and weapon handling. Sean, on the other hand, is the greatest masterpiece, meaning he has all the qualities of the masterpieces to its highest peak. Mary gets nervous as she sees that the live video on the camera screen had gone off. The light suddenly goes out when Sean comes out from the roof, breaking it. He uses his elbow and hits Joseph's father's right-hand man. Mary sees this and attacks. Sean parries her punch and moves in to attack. Mary uses a move in Aikido and puts Sean down. She runs as Sean follows her. She gets to a science class as we see her having safety gloves and nose masks. She throws dangerous liquids in the atmospheres, which makes it difficult to breathe. Sean dodges an attack whilst trying to grab a weapon. Mary pushes the table away and throws a weapon to hit Sean's hand. Sean manages to escape as he leaves his jacket. Mary follows Sean and finds his blood on the ground. Sean comes behind Mary with a dangerous look on his face. Mary attacks with a knife as Sean blocks with a book. He throws a punch which hits Mary in the face, throwing her away. Sean raises Mary and holds her chin. Eluding bloodlust, he asks Mary who she is working with because the orders given was to destroy that person. Subscribe to the channel to watch the next part of this video.